Hello fellow dreamers, Dakota here. I'm going to try and keep this video short because I have a lot to do today, but I have some exciting news. Yesterday, for the first time ever, I experienced pain in a dream, so I'm going to talk about that. I was kicked by a Pokemon. Alright, so this dream starts off with this weird computer game or something. It has a red background and there are all these different Pokemon and these little circles on the right hand side of the screen. And they're connected by these yellow zigzag lines. And so it was this kind of spot the difference or spot the similarity game. I had to find the similarities between all these Pokemon. And for some reason I knew that the difference was gender. And then the dream suddenly changes to me and an old friend, let's just call him Larry. We're standing on a stage, and it's a stage from the middle school that I went to. We're on the left side, and we're right by the steps, so we're in the front of the stage. We're looking at the curtain, and my friend just goes, "Oh, I've played this game before." And then it goes right back to the computer game. This time the background is green, and there's Pokemon. The Pokemon are going horizontally across the lower third of the screen, and again they're connected by these yellow zigzags. And this time, I guess the similarity was that they were all bug-type Pokemon. And the reason I knew in my dream that they were all bug-type is because there was this one little circle, right there on the screen, that had a picture of a bug cage with an open door. And I saw that, and I'm like, oh, that's got to be it. Then, next thing I know, I'm waking up. I'm in my living room on my futon. My futon is laying on the floor in the living room, and I'm laying next to the Pokemon Drowsy. We're both laying under a quilt. I guess the Drowsy is just my pet or something. There's this chair in my living room that if I'm looking to my left, there will be a chair there, but I can see right around that chair for some reason. I see my uncle. He comes around walking around the chair, and he's like, "Well, then let's just test that theory." And he comes over and walks over to the to Drowsy and starts trying to pick it up. It's too heavy for him, so he just walks away. And I guess this Drowsy just starts having a nightmare. It doesn't really say anything. It just starts thrashing around, and it ends up kicking me in the legs just 3 or 4 times. And then I realize oh my god, this actually kind of hurts. It's little bricks hitting my leg, bam, bam, bam. And so I'm just hey, 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 what are you doing? After a few seconds, I wake up. Alright, so now for the analysis. Let me start off by telling you some more good news. On Thursday, one of the managers at my job left. That's not the good news. That's just something that happened. But I found out on Friday morning that this had happened, and so I figured to myself, all week, even though I'm going to college and there's so much stuff going on, I still feel like I could be taking on more responsibilities at my job. I feel like I should be doing more. And so at the end of my shift, I decided, right before I left, I decided to tell my boss, you know what, I kind of want to be a manager. And right off the bat, he said, you know what, you can start training on Monday. So the reason I'm telling you this is because I like to brag. Also because this is what my dream was about. The things that eluded me to this were the color red. Red is a color that represents energy and power and impulsiveness. It was really an impulsive decision for me. I mean, I had been thinking about it all week, and I knew I was eventually going to ask, but it was just kind of right before I left. I'm you know what? I'm not going to keep putting this off. I'm just going to go ahead and ask. The cage in my dream. Normally cages represent restrictions, you're feeling restricted in some kind of task or some kind of relationship. But in this case, because the door was opened, I have a feeling that it's you're kind of releasing all those restrictions. So then the color green signifies positive change and good health and growth. Clearly it is a change for me becoming a manager. A side stage, really, because I was on the side of the stage. The side stage reflects an introverted personality. Basically, the dream is telling you that you should be more confident and self-assured. Again, like I said, I had been thinking about this all week. It wasn't just out of nowhere, and I just decided I'm going to do this. I am normally pretty much an introvert. So then the whole thing with Drowsy, the fact that we were like sleeping on my futon together, it symbolizes. It says that that's supposed to suggest that like I'm avoiding some kind of issue or situation that's being symbolized by Drowsy. The only thing I could think is that I'm tired, but I mean I really haven't been like drowsy or anything, or maybe I'm just avoiding it. But it says that sleep can also be synonymous with death, in the sense, like in a dream sense. Death normally signifies like renewal and like new beginnings. So I mean, this is like something completely different. Um, so there's that. And then being kicked. It says that like being kicked is like a way for your subconscious to kind of push you ahead. It motivates you to continue towards your goals. To see your legs in your dream indicates that you've regained some confidence to like stand up and take control of your life. All this like is relating back to that day where I told my boss, I want to be a manager. So I guess that's all I have for right now. Until next time, again, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe if you want to be a part of my dream team. And until next time, sweet dreams, everyone.